that intersection. Where you've got the two, don't run.
Welcome to the University of Exeter graduation ceremony. Please be seated for the University of Exeter Choir.
Such a big star to me, you're everything I wanna be, but you're stuck in a hole, and I want you to get out. I don't know what it is to see, but I know it's something to leave. You're all just pushing along, trying to figure it out. Your anticipation pulls you down. You can have it all. You can have it all. Don't know what you're waiting for. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Hurley, hurley, hurley in the morning. Put him in the scums of the horseback morning. Put him in the scums of the horseback morning. Put him in the scums of the horseback morning. Hurley in the morning. Hey, hey, up she rises. Hey, hey, up she rises. Hey, hey, up she rises. Hurley in the morning. Put out the flag and wet them all over. Put out the flag and wet them all over. Put out the flag and wet them all over. Hurley in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way.
Welcome to the University of Exeter graduation ceremony. We look forward to celebrating everyone's success with you today. A few things to note before we begin. Family and friends should remain seated throughout the ceremony once it has begun. We ask that no flash photography takes place as it may be distracting to those on the stage. Mobile phones should be switched off for the duration of the ceremony. In the event of a fire, an announcement will be made. Please leave the building by the nearest exit following the directions of the marshals. Graduands, your moment with the Chancellor will be recorded by the official photographer, so no selfies, please. Now, we consider ourselves one family here at the University of Exeter and openly encourage applause for every graduand. As some of our graduands have not been able to attend at the last minute, the presenter will announce the name of the absent graduands as well, so please applaud when this occurs. At the end of the ceremony, the Chancellor and dignitaries will process out of the Great Hall. The new graduates, directed by the marshals, will follow. And once all graduates have left the hall, family and friends are requested to leave through the front doors only to meet the graduates outside. Graduates, you will congregate outside on the Great Hall piazza for a group photography session. Please use the slope or steps to access the piazza. After the ceremony, all graduates and guests are invited to join the drinks receptions, which are being held in the forum. In a few moments, when the music starts, the congregation is asked to rise for the entry of the procession.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a hugely warm welcome to you. And it's great to see our great hall so packed to the rafters this afternoon. I'm Professor Lise Roberts, and I'm the President and Vice-Chancellor of this amazing university. And it's a real pleasure to open this congregation Please be seated. Distinguished guests, graduates, family, friends and supporters, it really is a joy to see you all here. Welcome to our beautiful Streatham campus and thank you for joining us on what is a very special day. Let's begin by recognising the exceptional music that opened our ceremony. So please join me in thanking our talented student musicians and our friends at the Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra for the specially commissioned fanfare, an uplifting way to begin our celebration. Please join me in thanking them. Graduands, this is your day, a day to be celebrated, remembered and cherished. You've not only completed your studies, you've lived our university's values of discovery, respect, excellence, inclusion and community. These values and our mission are not just words. They are the foundation you carry with you as you step into a world that urgently needs your ideas, your passion and your leadership to create a greener, healthier, fairer future for everyone. Wherever your path takes you next, know this: you have earned your place here today through talent, dedication and sheer hard work, and we could not be prouder. To those who couldn't be in person with us today and are graduating in absentia, we send our heartfelt congratulations. You are just as much a part of this moment. Graduates, I look forward to meeting you all here on stage very soon and conferring your degrees, but I now call upon Professor Dan Charman, Senior Vice President and Provost, to address the congregation.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and again, a very warm welcome to you all. It is truly wonderful to see you all here today, gathered to celebrate a milestone that marks not only achievement, but ambition, resilience, and growth. And to the families, friends, and supporters who've come from near and far, thank you for being here. Your presence means the world to us. And to those watching from afar via live stream, know that you are just as much part of today's ceremony and joy. So graduands, you did it. Today, you crossed the finish line of one of life's most demanding and rewarding journeys. Earning a University of Exeter degree is no small feat. It takes hard work, determination, and the grit to keep going when things get tough. At times, you will have faced uncertainty, you will have met obstacles, and you wrestled with self-doubt. But you stood your ground, you rose to the challenge, and now you stand tall, ready to hold in your hands the proof of your dedication and resilience. But your time at university was never just about the lectures, the seminars, or the deadlines. It was about discovering who you are. It was about friendships forged, the ideas challenged, the perspectives broadened, and the new things you've tried along the way. It was about growing not just as students, but as people. And you've also helped shape the university. You've brought energy, insight, kindness. You've contributed to a community that thrives on diversity, curiosity, and care, and we are better for it. And we're so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves, deeply, truly proud. You've also forged bonds that will stretch far beyond this day. Some of the people sitting beside you will walk with you through life for years to come, as colleagues, confidants, and lifelong friends. Cherish them. They are part of your story now. And while today marks the end of one chapter, it opens the door to the next, with all its possibility, wonder, and yes, still a little uncertainty, no doubt. Whether you have a clear plan or are still figuring it out, know this: the world needs people like you. The challenges we face are great, but so is your potential. You leave here not only with the knowledge and qualifications, but with the creativity, the intellect and values to make a real difference. And you carry with you the strength of this place, this university, your university, that will always be behind you. And for our part, we will continue to strive for excellence, to lead with purpose, so that the degree you hold remains a symbol of the very highest standards. And you will also shortly become part of a global network of alumni, almost 200,000 strong and reaching 180 countries. Exeter alumni are changemakers, innovators and leaders, and today you join their ranks. And my final message to you is that you are the mission of our university embodied, living proof that our mission changes not only the lives of individuals, but also the trajectories of the communities that you will join, serve, and lead. So congratulations. You've earned every moment of this celebration. Hold your heads high, take pride in how far you've come, and feel excited for where you'll go next. Your future is as bold and as brilliant as you dare to make it. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. Graduands, guests, friends and supporters. It's really wonderful to see you all here today. My name is Professor Will Higby and I'm one of the Associate Pro-Vice Chancellors in the Faculty of Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences. I have the great pleasure of acting as your Master of Ceremonies today. My role through the ceremony is to introduce all the speakers and, crucially, to remind you that this is a celebration. So please do remember to clap, cheer loudly if you want, and have a brilliant time. Graduands, today is the culmination of years of hard work, and you should all be so proud of yourselves and know that we are extremely proud of you. Gaining a degree from the University of Exeter is an outstanding achievement, and we appreciate the work you have put in and the challenges you have overcome to arrive at this moment. You have applied yourself. You have committed to your studies. You have looked out for one another. You've deepened your knowledge of culture, thought, beliefs, and societies. And whether you've been aware of it or not, you've also been learning about yourselves, who you are, and what you can achieve. No two pathways to a degree are the same, and you have each forged your own, very personal path to success. And for that, you have our most heartfelt congratulations. Your degree programme has also encouraged you to think rigorously and to consider the world from multiple perspectives. Studying modern languages, theology and religion, classics and ancient history, and for some of you combining these subjects with others as combined honours students, has encouraged you to develop analytical skills and open minds, which are capable of responding to the big challenges of our time. And as you head out into the world, there are huge and complex challenges to solve. But armed with your Exeter degree, we're confident that you have the knowledge, skills, and mindset to succeed. In the course of your studies, you've also been an intrinsic part of the Faculty of Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences, and by offering your unique perspectives, engaging in your studies and wider university life, you have contributed to our crucial mission of forging a greener, healthier, and fairer world. Our excellence has once again been recognised, with Exeter being placed in the top 100 QS World University rankings for arts and humanities in 2025. In our Department of Languages, Cultures and Visual Studies, research funded by the European Research Council explores how women writers of the 17th century have created new knowledge and cultures of philosophy. In classics and ancient history, the connections between ancient poetry, environmental humanities and ethics in our world-leading research have secured a central role in the Centre for Net Positive Health and Climate Solutions, a £10 million research centre partnering with the National Trust and Met Office, tackling the impact of health inequalities on climate change. We are also applying our research and teaching expertise in innovative and impactful ways. Academics from modern languages and theology and religion are making key contributions to our new professional education courses for non-academic partners in the area of intercultural awareness. This is just a brief snapshot of the work taking place across our departments in the Faculty of Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences. As students over the past few years, you may have engaged directly in the classroom with the research-led teaching that is central to the projects I've just mentioned. As Exeter graduands, you all share in the ongoing success of our faculty and university. You now leave us ready for the future, and I know you will be successful in whatever you choose to do next. You may be entering the workplace or staying on for further study, either here at Exeter or at another university. Or you may not yet know what the future holds, and that's okay too. If you're unsure of which path to follow and need any support, remember you can always reach out to our career zone for advice on your next steps. The challenges we face as a society and a planet are complex, and the solutions to them will be equally complex, in need of the skills of communication and interpretation, explanation and insight, analysis, creativity, and crucially empathy that you bring as graduates of modern languages, classics and ancient history, theology and religion. The world needs graduates like you in the arts and humanities now more than ever before, and never forget this. Above everything else, however, today is a day for celebration, and I hope you make it a memorable one, surrounded by your loved ones, supporters, family and friends. They were with you throughout the highs and lows of your degree, so be sure to celebrate fully with them today, and don't forget to thank them for their invaluable support. We could not be more proud of you than we are today, and we are delighted to have you as members of our Exeter family. Congratulations again. Enjoy your day, trust in your Exeter education, and know that you can make a difference in the world. I now call upon Professor Fiona Cox to present the first cohort of graduands.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the Faculty of Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in French, Colline Blaiseau. In Modern Languages, Irem Kazar-Harris. In Translation Studies, Salwa Al-Hamid. For the degree of Master of Arts in Translation Studies, Nicole Tonner. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Chinese and Spanish, Leonie Barnes. Alice Darby. In Chinese with Spanish, Katie Castle. In French, Hannah Delamy. William Evans. Nora Constance Hastings. Rebecca Hosey. Isabella Shaw. Hope Smith. Katie Cherry. Alicia Gartland. In French and Arabic, Eloise Motashami. Abby Summerfield. In French and German, Amy Clark. Amelie Lambden. Amelie Langer. Anya Wilson. In French and German with TESOL, Eloise Schlachter. In French and Italian, Olivia Boehm. Ellie Harwood. Nicole Mongodon. Lucy Pickford. Benjamin Tellison. In French and Spanish, Hannah Blunden. George Clark. Imogen Davidson. Linda de Ferrers. Becky Forbes. Grace Galvin. Imi Mason. Charlie Masters. Katie O'Hara. Layla Powles. Olivia Quinn. Poppy Sutcliffe. Lucy Turnbull. Zoe Valentine. Tom Watkinson. Grace Wilkinson. Eliana Helm. Elizabeth Ryan. In French and Spanish with TESOL, Rachel Biggs. In French with Italian, Daniel Parr. In French with Spanish, Laura Condua. Jen Davies. Olivia Snook. In French and Spanish, Holly Callow. In French, German and Spanish, William Chittenden. In French, Russian and Spanish, Justine Wan. In German, Daniel Wilkinson. In German and Italian, Alice Wadsworth. In German and Russian, Joe Day. In German and Spanish, Aidan Smith. Tom Weigang. In German with French, Maisie Battersby. In German with Spanish, Isabella King. In Global Cultural Studies, Ollie Baldwin. In Italian and Spanish, Patrick Irving. Sophie Zoltowski. In Italian with Russian Studies, Joanna Gaudini. In Italian with Spanish, Max McLeod. Tilda Ward. In Mandarin, Chinese and Geography with Study Abroad, Daisy MacDonald. In Russian and Spanish, Amy Lovell. In Spanish, Nathaniel Baker. Libby Chapman. Olivia Clark. Oliver Corcoran. Sophie Errington. Rob Johnson. Jeb Kruger-Bentley. Harry Startin. Rory Sturgeon. Amelia Thornton. Luke Townsend. In Spanish and Arabic, Luke Grivell. In Spanish and Geography with Work Abroad, Rosie Broadley. In Spanish with Management and Study Abroad, Alfie Collins. In Spanish with Portuguese, Paddy Benson. In Spanish with Russian, Rosalind Woolhouse. In Spanish with TESOL, Tash Lane. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in German and Mathematics with Study Abroad, Kimaya Lau. In Spanish and Economics with Study Abroad, Ben Frankland. In Spanish and Management with Study Abroad, Louisa Long. In Spanish and Management with Study and Work Abroad, Marissa Deer. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film and Television Studies in French, Stephen Thomas. In Film and Television Studies in Spanish, Patrick Higby. For For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with French, Spanish and Work Abroad, Cameron Black. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and Chinese, Bryony Burton Parry. Olivia Munro. Juwariya Patel. In English and French, Georgia Caesar. Alice Frierson. Miranda Gent. Keris Rees-Harris. Lottie Hinton. Daisy Howard-Wright. Chelsea Leslie. Olivia McCune. Charlie Stanbrook. Grace Bellamy. Lily Bowles. In English and German, Elsa Auer. Izzy Harrison. In English and Russian, Annie Tanner. In English and Spanish, Leili Farzian. Sophie Harwood. Gracie Moore. Owen Peake. Megan Roberts. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Business and Chinese, Sandy Phillips. Marietta Semenova. In International Business and French, Nick Alvanis. Isabel Fellows. Yelena Hill. Neha Ramdawar. In International Business and Global Cultural Studies, Rachel Allen. Anna Galliano. Alex Redman. In International Business and Italian, Sebastian Fernandez. In International Business and Spanish, Megan Botha. Oliver Cannell. Alicia Hope. Isabel Hubbard. Kerry Vaughan-Jones. Sarah Leufgen. In International Relations and Chinese, Olivia Hector. In International Relations and French, Carolina Chenga Avis. Serena Barbosa da Costa. Rachel Brooks. Oliver Chaplow. Alex McCunnam. Amelia Mackenzie. Nika Reisel. Amelie Sabin. Hermione Titcombe. Isabella Wood-Toon. Ben Davis. In International Relations and German, Leah Thorland. Charlotte Whittard. In International Relations and Global Cultural Studies, Griff Huell. In International Relations and Italian, Carlotta Goetke. In International Relations and Modern Languages, Matthew Townsend. In International Relations and Russian, Chantal Kilday. George Naylor. Zoe Wilding. In International Relations and Spanish, Rachel Adams. Lily Augustus Harris. Kaimi Echeverria. Wisal Atawi. Ed Eves. George Gauvin. Sam Harding. Zala Korosek. Hermione Lawther. Daisy Lucas. Alice Sanders. Alice Westthorpe. Edward Warman. In International Relations and Spanish, Alessia Skeets. In Politics and Chinese, Nathan Hines. In Politics and French, Oscar Blanning. Miles Carroll. Atty Duval. Connor Goddard. In Politics and German, Yasmin Dedeolu. In politics and Italian, Hal Hutton. In politics and Spanish, Lexi Avery Leonard. Olivia Coroth. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Ancient History and Spanish with work abroad, Katie Baker. In History and Chinese, Joanna Wang. In History and French, Natalie Bates. Joseph Bilsby. Susanna Grace de Mayo. Federico Jones. Lucy Sexton. George Wallace. In History and German, Matilda Asquith. Katriana Davies. Bethany Roas Hindmarsh. In History and Russian, Hugo Benz-Trauer. In History and Spanish, Santa Collins. George Ellis. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and French, Elizabeth Barry. Annabelle Brace. Andrea Anna Maloney. Sarah Stock. Isabel Trubshaw. In Philosophy and German, Francesca Gray. In Philosophy and Italian, Dario Villazon. In Philosophy and Spanish, Ethan Arger. Sophie Painter. Libby Shepherd. Jasmine Thompson. Paddy Thorne. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Art History and Visual Culture and Film and Television Studies, Atlanta King. Gabriella Puzzone. Joy Terry. In Art History and Visual Culture and Italian, Eliza Martin. Phoebe Wells. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Communications and French, Sylvie Cox. In Communications and German, Naomi Dixon. In Communications and Spanish, Jessica Brady. Agata Koroleska. Varsha Balakrishnan. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Global Cultural Studies, Maya Kindley Godfrey. In Sociology and Spanish, Freya Button. Alexia Jenkinson. Olivia Krinker Garcia.
I now call upon orator Professor Rajini Naidu to present the honorary graduand.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduands, families and friends. We often talk about how education can transform us, but transformation is sometimes also brought about by the commitment embodied in people. And today, I have the honor of presenting one such person, Cheryl Morgan. Cheryl is a formidable force in British science fiction. She is the recipient of not one, but 4 Hugo Awards for speculative fiction. In 2009, she made history as the first openly trans person to receive this coveted prize. Cheryl is a creator of inclusive spaces. As founder of Wizards Tower Press and editor at Emerald City and Salon Futura, Cheryl has enabled new voices and new themes. She has been honored in conventions from Glasgow to Zagreb. Cheryl's commitment to justice goes far beyond literature. She has co-hosted Women's Outlook on Ejima Radio in Bristol, which is dedicated to women's issues and community dialogue. She has led diversity initiatives, including being director of the Diversity Trust, and she has co-chaired Outstories Bristol, which has preserved LGBTQ+ history. Cheryl's journey has been shaped by struggle and resilience. Growing up in the 1960s and 70s, she found her inspiration in the space race. She found her inspiration in Doctor Who and in the imagination of Jerry Anderson. She also encountered the alienation of being different in a world that had not yet learned to celebrate diversity. She found solace in the pages of Marvel Comics, and she saw possibilities in those misunderstood outsiders, the X-Men, who became heroes. She turned to stories to understand the world and ultimately to help people understand the world. Her work reminds us that stories are both mirrors of who we are and pathways for whom we might become. Her contributions extend far beyond literature. For over 3 decades, she has worked as a software developer in the UK, Australia, and the US. And in a world struggling to understand trans lives, Cheryl has emerged as one of the most important voices in trans history, writing, lecturing, and collaborating with classicists and scholars. She frequently shares her expertise through public talks and guest lectures at various universities. She helps us to understand that underrepresented narratives are extremely important to enrich the academic landscape. Cheryl's own university experience was a turning point, not simply in terms of qualification, but in the exposure to multiple ways of thinking, in the friendships formed, and in the sense of possibilities that this sparked. She reminds us that in uncertain times, what matters is the capacity to remain flexible, to be curious, and to be open, to engage with the world as it is and the world as it may become. Cheryl Morgan has changed the way we think about academic and cultural narratives, about literature, about community, and about history, and about the kind of future we can imagine together. Chancellor, it is my honor to present Cheryl Morgan for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Cheryl Morgan, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Congratulations.
I would now like to invite our honorary graduate, Cheryl Morgan, to address the congregation.
My thanks to the University of Exeter for this incredible honour, and to Professor Naidu for the lovely oration. And my thanks also to all of the friends and colleagues who have helped me on my way here. No one achieves anything in life all by themselves. And I count your own Professor Funke and Professor Langlands amongst my own helpers. I'd like to make particular mention of my dear friend Kevin Stanley, without whose love and support I probably would not have survived the gender transition process, and who has travelled here from the USA to share this moment with me today. I'm particularly pleased to receive this honour here in Devon. I was born not far away in Somerset and holidayed in Paynton and Dawlish as a child. While my parents grew up in Cardiff and identified as Welsh, my father's family also has strong roots in the Bideford and Appledore area. They were seafaring folk, so possibly one of my ancestors sailed with Grenville. I'm also delighted to be receiving this honour amongst students of ancient history and classics. My own academic work has been largely in those disciplines. Now, I must admit that I did not expect to become a doctor at this time in my life. However, having become one, I should note that the post of the doctor appears to be currently vacant. As someone who has regenerated once in her life already, and into a different gender to boot, I feel that I have some relevant experience. So, Russell T. Davis, if you're listening, I'm available. And if I get the job, I promise to use my Time Lord powers for transliberation. Yes, the trans thing. Now, it may seem that what I get up to has very little to do with most of you here, but we all go through changes in our lives. Sometimes the process happens very quickly, over a short period, and sometimes it's more gradual as we transform over many years. Now, all of you young people out there getting your graduation, you're at the end of a period of real growth and transformation. And you most likely feel that you're quite a different person now than you were when you began your life as a university student. There will be moments in your life when others try to define you, when you're told that you should be someone else, or that people like you are not welcome. And that can be hard, but I would encourage you to stay true to yourself when the world tries to squeeze you into these narrow boxes, or the wrong boxes in the case of toilets. And while that might seem like a small detail, having access to appropriate restroom facilities is about dignity, privacy, and the freedom to live without fear. And everyone has the right to those things. Now, often, rather than focusing on the dignity and safety and freedom of all, there are pressures for people to be forced into narrow, stereotypical gender roles. And I think that is profoundly unfeminist. For me, being a feminist means, amongst other things, making space for young women to do whatever they want with their lives. So yes, you can be a stay-at-home wife and mother if you want. And you can do that married to another woman. Or you can run a successful business, become a top politician, a music or TV star, or a sportswoman who can wipe the floor with most of the men in her field. It's also about the right to walk home safely at night and the power of autonomy over your own body. I transitioned at a time when there were no legal protections for trans people, when the process was made even more difficult by barriers put in our way and gatekeepers who did all that they could to dissuade us from taking the path that we knew we had to take. But I and many others persevered, not just for ourselves, but for those who would come after us. So my message to you today, as you set out on the next part of your journey through life, is go out there and become the person you were always meant to be. Don't let anyone else tell you who you are or who you can't be, and define success on your own terms. You're not here by accident. You're here because of your hard work, your talent, and your spirit, and the people who've given you love and support throughout your lives. I wish you all the very best. I look forward to seeing the people you will become and the many ways in which you will change the world. Thank you, and congratulations. Diolch yn fawr iawn, as we say in Wales.
I now call upon Professor Susanna Cornwall to present the second cohort of candidates.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the Faculty of Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Classics and Ancient History, Fiona Carroll. William Coleman. Joshua Little. In Theology, Hongdi Lee. In Theology and Religion, Diana Paulding. Marina Harness. For the degree of Master of Arts in Classics and Ancient History, Farron Spencer. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Ancient History, Tabitha Balchin. Bertie Brady. Eleanor Capper. Hector Dunn. Kitty Fowles-Smith. Isabella Green. Wilfred Ingham. Phoebe Jones. Izzy Llewellyn Jones. Babel Lord Suarez. Joshua Parmensky. Reuben Poole. Astrid Reuter. Helena Ruffle. Jake Stallard. Jessica Sulch. Joshua Tarrier. Edward Walsh Taylor. Sunny Wells. Henry White. Harriet Wicks. Lucy Wolford. In Ancient History and Archaeology, Nadine Beckett. Bronwyn Davies. Jude Floyd. Daisy Harding. Edgar Naylor. Lily Orovets. Tanishka Ragu. Holly Lauren Rockall. Ben Rondo. Evie Rudd. Charlie Ann Slocum. Alicia Stevenson. In Ancient History and Archaeology with Study Abroad, Alex Barker. Ellen Garner. Ryan Pritchard. In Classical Studies, Riley Beard. Sarah Brown. Emma Carling. Will Dangerfield. Neve Devlin. Zoe Edwards. Georgie Estall. Ellie Evans. William Heather. Tabitha John. Harry Myers. Laura Naramore. Emily Parlia. Harley Quint. Georgia Simcock. Ben Sims. Ho Man Tang. Barney Young. In Classical Studies and Drama, Brandon Regan. In Classical Studies and English, William Collier. Sophie Drew. Molly Hill. Alessandro Massimo Lera d'Aquila. Hannah Lobb. Emily Waite. In Classical Studies and French, Catherine Rose Frampton. In Classical Studies and Italian, Francesca Oates. In Classical Studies and Philosophy, Christine Bailey. Daniel Bassett. Yanni Bragg. Daniel Hasenclever. Harry Mitchell. Parveen Mullins. Yurika Okubo. Pierce Robertson Voth. In Classical Studies and Theology, May Thistlethwaite. Kanyusila Tabella. In Classics, Katie Axford. Darcy Bandali. Isabel Edwards. Sophie Flint. Anna Rose Foster. George Freeman. Ethan Gallant. Emily Irving. Samuel Jones. Charlotte Leonard. Hector Stockhuizen. Xanthi Thompson. In Classics and Italian with Study Abroad, Ellie Nandra. In Greek and Roman Studies, Manon Bradbeer. Hannah Hancock. Henry Jones. Lottie Piper. In Theology and Religion, Rosie Batsford. Jessie Cripps. Mitch Davies. Maddie Day. Sophie Dubroy. Ethan Edney. Alex Michelle Englefield. Alicia Harvey. John Luxton. Ella Morgans. Johnny Oliver. Charlotte Ross. Izzy Thomason. Charlotte Wise.
Now, not everyone was able to be with us to celebrate this afternoon, so I also admit to degrees those who have requested conferment today in absentia. Please will you all join me in giving all of our new Exeter graduates a very loud round of applause.
I now call upon India Walton Salmon of the Students' Guild to give the student vote of thanks.
Congratulations, class of 2025. It is an absolute honour to be here today in front of you all, our incredible Exeter graduates. As graduates from the Faculty of Humanities, Arts and Social Science, you are leading the way in creating a fair, socially just and inclusive society. With your flair for creativity and determination to succeed, we know you'll play your part in creating a better future. You should be incredibly proud of all of the hard work you've put in to get to this moment and what you have achieved in this challenging time. From disrupted learning to making your way up and down all the hills on campus, it hasn't been an easy ride for you. But you've shown such determination and resilience to get here today, and we're all so proud of you. I hope you enjoy every second of today because you truly deserve it. Take the time to reflect on your journey and celebrate with your loved ones. I hope you're leaving Exeter with many memories from our beautiful campus, city, your friends, your societies, clubs and communities, as well as your course. This wonderful ceremony marks the end of this stage of your academic journey, and maybe the end of your academic journey altogether. But it also means that this is the time to take that step into the future and to life after your course, whatever that may hold. University is such a unique experience, and one I'm sure you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. So whether you go on to study more, start or continue your career, or choose something else entirely, I wish you all the very best for your next adventure. It is with passion, courage of conviction, and a strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world. I'm sure many of you have these next steps planned, and I'm sure lots of you still aren't sure what the future holds for you. Both options are really exciting. Be grateful for the small things, like no longer having to walk up Forum Hill, and the big things, like the freedom and opportunities that having a degree will open for you. Remember, whatever you end up doing, don't stop thinking critically now you've finished your studies. All we have to do is to decide what to do with the time that is given to us. So find things you enjoy and work hard at what you think is worth doing. Never underestimate the impact you can have, and be the person who goes out of their way to be kind and who manages to find light even in the difficultest of days. Exeter University's motto is, and forgive my Latin here, Lucem sequamur, which means we follow the light. You will have such bright futures ahead of you. Be bold, courageous, and resilient. You have so much to give people and to the world, so continue to have faith and keep believing in the amazing things you can achieve. To all your loved ones, friends, and families, I'm sure it goes without saying that your support is hugely appreciated and has played a huge part of making today possible. So take your photo by the rock, raise a glass, and be incredibly proud that you have a degree from Exeter, a global institution and probably the best university in the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, India, for those fantastic words and also for being a superb student leader of our Students' Guild this year. So, to our brand new University of Exeter graduates, huge congratulations. Today is a landmark in your life and we are so proud of you. Your achievements are immense and they speak to your brilliance, resilience and determination. You are now part of the Exeter family, always. No matter where life takes you, you carry this place with you, and we will always welcome you back with pride and open arms. If you ever doubt yourself in the years ahead, remember this. Remember this moment. Remember what you've achieved here. You've already proven that you are smart, capable, and more than ready to take on the world. Thank you for the energy, ideas and spirit you've brought to our university. You've helped write our story and your chapter will remain part of our legacy forever. I hope you go away with a real sense of pride and many fond memories of your time here. As you move forward, stay proud of who you are, stay curious, stay kind, and please stay in touch. You are Exeter alumni now, and Exeter is for life. Of course, significant achievements are rarely made by individuals in isolation, but by people working together, and so it is with a university degree. Those who support you may have given you courage when you were facing fears, helped you recover from a setback, or maybe paid the bills while you were studying. So it is right to take a moment to recognise the incredible people who helped get you here. So could I ask all of our new graduates to please stand? Graduates, I'd now like you to show your family, your friends and supporters, and the staff of the university, those who lifted you up, who cheered you on, who believed in you when you didn't. Let them hear your heartfelt thanks with a very big round of applause. Thank you, graduates, and I hope everyone felt that. Could I ask all of our congregation to please now stand? And please join me in giving a final thunderous round of applause and a huge cheer for our new Exeter graduates. That was fantastic, thank you. Well done again, graduates, congratulations. Go forward with pride, with confidence and joy. And please, everyone, have a wonderful afternoon of celebration together. And I now declare this congregation closed. Thank you.